Okay, so that's how we open up racing here at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth. It's the very well-related and good-looking sort CHURCHILLIAN that's come through with flying colours. The 2-year-old bay colt, the son of Rafif, out of the Varmere La Volta. Of course, automatically you start thinking of Master Archie, and yeah, he's won with authority at the end. Well done to all the owners involved. Well done to Candice Bass-Robinson, to Aldo Dermer. They had a fairly decent day at HQ on Sunday afternoon, and they've started with a bang on this Tuesday midweek race meeting. Aldo's going to come and join me. Well done, Dowie. Good stuff. I thought he looked $1 million. He went down to the start like he was ready to rumble, and he's won a good race.
Yeah, I was very impressed with that. 13 kilos up, you've got to be a fraction concerned, but that was somewhat calculated because we wanted him to come here with a bit of meat on the bone. We were going to go for the 6. I asked Candice if she would kindly consider the 5 furlong, and it seemed to work out quite nicely. He was fresh, and we brought him to the grass, but it was just a nice canter, and that seemed to completely settle his mind. And geez, it aided him nicely here today because he was accommodating, because essentially prior to this he could show signs of him being irrational and just a little bit tricky and quirky, but today he was well mannered, loaded nicely. He was accommodating because when I needed him to warm up, he did, knowing it's a 5 furlong. He broke and I led, and then I said, listen, come back a fraction, and he allowed me to do everything I needed from him. And I know at the 400 I glide a little bit early, but because he's such a nice horse with such a nice action, I let him do that. Like I say, with a bit of intent, and yeah, he seemed to feed off that. The minute they came at him, he gave again, and I think we got a nice horse on our hands.
I don't want to keep you too long. I've pointed out 3 rides where I think you'll be competitive. Talk to me about St. Bridget. Have you probably got Snaith's horse to beat there?
I'll be completely honest. Normally I'm quite transparent with my rides. I don't really have too much opinion of them today. St. Bridget I have been watching, and I think she's a dark runner today. I know her quite nicely now, similar to the filly I rode last meeting, whatever her name is, yep. Tenera. So she's a similar filly who's somewhat dropped in the ratings and put herself in a position to be competitive. The one at the back, it's a pity he's drawn wide, but I think he'll run a cracker.
Stable companion alive there, Trippy Silk. I know he's a quirky customer.
Yes, of course. You know, Mr. Bass is quite fond of him, and I think they've somewhat figured him out at home now. He seems to take a little bit, and then he wants to feel good, so I think they've got on top of that. So he's still a little bit under his mark, and he's a horse that's got tons of ability. So I think Sean's figured him out quite nicely. Mr. Bass and Candice has got him quite well. So yeah, everyone involved, I'm pretty sure we've got a nice card to ride today.
Tell me something quickly, Dowie. That old Sugar Mountain, I know he's also, I'm going to say, it's been a little bit frustrating. Good run last time. Looks to be the right race. Can he run a drum?
I'd like to think so. I think we're going to get on top of him now. I think we're going to ask him to give us everything that he's got now. He's getting a little bit older, so he's got ability, and he has to crack something bigger than what he's done so far. So going to ride him a little closer to the pace today. It's a pity that front runner's in there, because I've liked him to start doing his own fractions and do things the other way around, because he's done that before, and he's run second to the horse that won the July and possibly could have won the Met. So he's a horse with ability. He's shown it at times, and yeah, I think he's going to start putting his best foot forward now and moving forward.
Always good to see you. Well done.
Thanks so much to Jockeys. Thank you so much, Candice and the whole team, everyone involved. Yeah, there's too many to mention, so I really appreciate the opportunity. Betway, thank you so much for the support for the yard, and Drakensberg, can't thank you enough. Ms. Rupert, nice to see you here. So yeah, hope for a good day's racing.
Good stuff, Dowie. Yeah, always good to see Aldo. He's fresh, he's fired up, and we'll be watching him a bit later on today. Well done to you, Candice, and well done to the owners.
Thank you very much, Brandon. Always lovely to have a fired up and excited jockey in the beginning of the day. Not surprising in the winner's box. Candice, well done for the win.
Thank you, Vicky.
He looked lovely going down to the start. He's always been an attractive horse, but I thought winning 1,000, because it does look a little bit sharp, was a commendable effort.
Yeah, Vicky, look, he's purely out of a sprinting family, so, you know, actually if you ride him, you think that 1,000 might be a little bit on the sharp side for him. He probably will be a better horse over 12, but, you know, he's had 3 runs already, and, you know, in some fairly decent, strong company. So, you know, there were a lot of first-timers today and horses that had only had 1 run. So I think he was probably going to get away with 1,000 quite comfortably today. And I've also left him a little bit fresh as well. He wasn't right his last run. You can put a line through that last run. I wasn't happy with his work going into that race, and his penultimate run to that, you know, was a really decent run from him, and he's always shown us at home that he's a decent horse. So I've always had high hopes for him, and he's just, as I say, was disappointing last time, but he wasn't at his best, and I've freshened him up nicely today. And you know, I thought just looking around in the ring today, I just thought he looked like he had the better of these horses today. So I've got, as I say, Vicky, he's a very nice colt, and I think he's still quite soft, and I think he's got a bit of maturing and things to do, but I think later on he's going to be a nice horse, and hopefully what we expected him to be.
Candice, well done, and all the best for the rest of the day.
Thank you very much. As well done to all the partners. Monty and Shamlin are here today. They've, you know, come to the races once or twice with having high hopes, and he's maybe been a little disappointing. So nice that he could put it all together today. To Alan and to Ryan as well, and to Nick, who's at home, who's not feeling that well. He's got a chest infection. I hope this makes him feel a lot better. And then to my sponsors, Betway, thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, next up we have the Governors on course. They can come across and chat to me. Monty's going to be here, and Monty's loved this horse from the beginning, let me tell you. Monty, well done. You've always loved him.
So look there.
Yes, you must look there.
Yeah. What I was going to say is, firstly, amen. We had a blank on Sunday. I came on Sunday, but we had seconds, thirds, fourth. But today, and I said to Sham, I've got to go to work. I've got a lot to do. And Sham said to me, Dad, no, you must come. You must come. And I'm so happy to be here. You know, I must say that what a specimen, what a horse. This is the breeding alone. It's unbelievable. Master Archer's brother, number one. I think Elder rode an awesome race on him, ride on him, and Candace prepped him. And that's why I'm here. And I want to just say, this is especially for Eleanor, my wife, for Mother's Day, and not forgetting our partners, and also Cape Racing. We can't forget Cape Racing. What they've done to this place, that's awesome. And you, Miss Fawn.
Well done, Monty.
Thank you very much.
You can hang up. Don't run away. Seanman's also going to come. We're going to collect the check. So thank you, as you mentioned, Cape Racing Sales. It was a Premier Yearling sale purchase. So congratulations, all the owners collect the juvenile bonus, 100,000 rand, 75,000 to the owners, and 25 to the vendor. So well done, number 3, Churchillian. Well done to the Backyard. Good win indeed, and a great way to start the day.